What is going on, guys? B2B FIFA here, and welcome to episode 22 of the Academy Project. Today we begin by doing a little bit of training. Of course, look at right here. We got this I can't remember his name, Salonce, or we're gonna have to learn how to say that striker's name, boys, but he's got potential and he's 15, so hopefully we'll be able to promote him this season so he can start banging in some goals for us. And of course, our boy Shaw, get him up to scratch, make sure he's top notch for when Sook needs to take a little break. Our boy Hall, Connor Hall, is our goalkeeper, the guy who I keep on forgetting his name. Salonen is our striker's name. He's 56 overall. That's I think that's where Kryn started, but Kryn was terrible at 56 compared to like Thomas and Son at 50 overall that they started. So now that Kryn is a big old 64 overall, which still isn't great, but it's good for this this level of play. He actually feels good on the ball. I'm very happy with Kryn. He's scoring goals for us, and that's all you can ask someone. Oliver Anderson right here is asking us for a slightly bigger wage. He's been good to us, boys. And when you ask the boss nicely, you get what you want. So I got a fully fit squad, and I decided to go in straight into the game against Barry. Boys, Barry is a newly demoted team into the EFL 2. They were championship, not championship, but EFL 1. So third tier of the English pyramid right there, professional pyramid. We use our orange kit even though we are away because their home kit is that blue and white. And boys, Barry from the start showed us that they are in fact a League 1 side and not a League 2 side. Right there, we are able to get the ball back, but we're trying to work it fast because they're putting on pressure, and I could feel it from the start. I even thought to myself for a little while, I was like, was I messing with sliders or something? They just feel too good. I do like to mess with sliders from time to time, but I have these neutral essentially. And I usually mess with sliders because sometimes the game feels too easy, and usually I only do it on my main account because my players are better. But right here, Barry's on the ball in the 8th minute. They basically shoved me off really well. Mayer right here on the ball sends it into Vaughn into Brian. Brian holds up really well, sends it in, and Pope puts it into the back of the net, boys. I mean, they worked us really well, like we weren't even there. They did a really good job right there. And right here, boys, we get an opportunity. So they had one opportunity, they score. We get our opportunity. It's a free kick from Kryn. And look at this, boys. Hits the post and goes out. Like, how unlucky is that? Anyways, our boy Kryn is saying, no need to fear. Kryn is here, even though he didn't score. But right there, he's showing what he's made of right there, holding up the ball for us. Hitting the post, he's holding up again, sends it over to Sook. Sook sends it out to Santoro. Santoro back to Sook. Sook looks in, sees Santoro right here. Santoro recovers. He goes ahead and finesses. It hits the defender, and we are able to recover again. But there was nothing we could do after that. We jump straight into the 40th minute right here. We are on the ball. We send it over to Santoro. Santoro to Sook. Sook takes a shot, and once again, it is blocked by the keeper. So yes, even though they were winning, we were in fact attacking. But now, Barry is on the ball. They're running down the wing. They're bombing down the wing. They look in. They stop. They send it in, and header into the back of the net, boys. That was their second opportunity. I kid you not. They had two opportunities all game, and they scored both of them. And that's probably one of the main reasons why I was like, was I messing with sliders? Did I make the AIOP or something? Like, what was I doing? But anyways, right here in the 57th minute, and we are on the ball. Kenizevic has the ball right here. He looks in, sends it into Sook. Sook sends it over to Sanchez. Sanchez, he's looking for something. He sends it over to Kryn. Kryn takes a shot, hits the post again, but Santoro's there to clean up, and it is 2-1, boys. Yes, you're saying that the dream is still alive. Yes, it is. Is the comeback real? Right here, Kryn takes a shot, and it's a horrible shot. And that right there is the 60th minute. I decide, you know what? Let me go in and make some changes because we need to do something about this situation. Shaw of course, goes in for Sook. I decided to throw Harrison for Santoro, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, well, actually Sanchez for Anderson, but I do I? No, I'm pretty sure I throw... Oh, never mind. I just changed my midfield. Ooh, maybe those are other changes I was thinking about. Anyways, right here, our boy is on the ground. He can't get up, so we're essentially down a man. Barry is attacking the heck out of us. Right here, we recover. Morales unfortunately gives away the ball right here. He recovers, but it bounces luckily to them, and they just send it in. And of course, another header. And 3-1 is the score in the 72nd minute, boys. Morales is disappointed with that. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have scored right there. We probably would have gotten the equalizer. Right here, we get another opportunity. Santoro hits the wall right there, and that's how this game is going to end. Yes, boys, we take a loss. However, even though we took a loss, we actually stood up, in my opinion, pretty well to a team that was in the third tier of English football in League One. It was a pretty even game. I mean, any other day it could have went our way. We hit the post a couple times. I mean, we even hit the post while when we scored. We actually scored a rebound. We had a couple clear opportunities. I think we had more clear opportunities than they had. And look at this right here. So I'm gonna share a little bit about my private life right now. At this moment, I'm looking at the sliders, right? I'm like, okay, I want to make sure nothing's changed, because I thought that for some reason I had messed with them because Barry just seems so good, and it turns out they're just that good. I mean, they're almost top of the table, right? And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and do some training. But what I was going to say is I'm going to share a little bit about my private life right here. At this point in time, when I was recording, my beautiful wife decided to start calling me. Boys, when I'm recording, I don't like to be bothered. I mean, she needed something, and yes, it was important to her, but to me it wasn't important in the moment, and I got a little bit grumpy. And I mean, I had already lost, and then she was nagging at me for a little bit, and I was like, you know what? Let me just jump into this game as soon as I can and just get it over with. Let me get this recording over with, and let me go do what she needs me to do. So I rushed into it. I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't go ahead and swap any of the players out. My players are going into poor fitness after only a couple of days of rest. Granted, it's Grimsby Town, so they're not the greatest opposition, but I didn't rest my players at all. So right here, I'm like, oh crap. And I knew as soon as I started the game, I didn't rest my players. And Sanchez right here is on the ball. He's looking for something. Tushchev. And I'm thinking to myself, let me go ahead and try to score a goal as soon as possible. So Kenizevic right here looking for Tushchev. Tushchev sees Krin. Krin sees the opening on the side, takes the shot and puts it into the back of the net in the 3rd minute, boys. And I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and hold this lead. But you know me, I can't just sit there and hold the lead. And that should have been the smart thing to do, right? Just sit there and hold the lead. Right here, I get another beautiful opportunity with Krin. I take the shot, bounces off the keeper. There was no one there to clean up that time. But right here, Grimsby Town is on the ball. I can't muscle that player off the ball. And then they're passing it around real nicely. They're just keeping it from me. My players are just running into other players. I mean, it's a shambles. I'm not doing well. I'm not thinking straight. I'm thinking, man, my wife wants me to do something. Can't play straight. I know they sound like excuses, but I mean, I can't play when I'm stressed out. Right here, they get an opportunity and put it into the back of the net. I was like, are you freaking serious? At that point, I go ahead and pause the game. And I make some changes, but these were angry changes. These weren't, you know, my normal cool-headed, hey, let me see what we can do, who's tired, that sort of. These were like me just throwing anyone in there. I was like, I don't like Sanchez right now, let me throw him in there. It was those kind of changes. Even though they looked sensible enough, they weren't sensible. There were changes where I was like, I don't like you, I don't like you, I don't like you. Those type of changes. Right here, Krin takes a shot. Once again, no one can clean up. 79th minute. Right here in the 90th minute, the game ends. Ends 1-1. So we get a draw. We get 1 point, right? Decent enough. But the truth is, there is no reason why we should be drawing with Grimsby Town. Grimsby Town should be one of those teams who we should be pounding. And that, boys, puts us outside of playoff positions really early into the season. Yes, it's early into the season, so really don't have to worry too much about it. I mean, I could probably get back into the swing of things. But I was frustrated. I was stressed out. I looked at my team and I was like, don't care. They're not going to rotate. Let's go straight into the game. And that was foolish, boys. That was foolish because Mansfield Town, they were 2 slots ahead of us, 1 point ahead of us in the playoff positions. If we beat them, we basically were almost guaranteed playoff positions. But anyways, right here, Mansfield Town is on the ball. They get an opportunity, take a shot, goes wide. As you can see, that wasn't a very clear opportunity, but the truth is, this game, we didn't have very many opportunities. We jumped straight into the 45th minute. There was nothing. There was nothing. I had 0 shots that first half. Right here, I'm just chasing. I mean, I'm trying to put some pressure, trying to get the ball. It's not working. I'm not playing like I normally do. I go ahead and stupid little foul right here by Tushev. I mean, it's my fault because I'm on tilt. I'm on full tilt, and I'm trying to just go ahead and score, trying to do something. But I'm so frustrated. I can't perform well. Right here, I cut in with Santoro. Santoro sends it into Kren. I thought that was a pen right there, and nothing was called. And I was like, what? Right here, they get another opportunity. It's the 67th minute. Suk is tired. And once again, angry changes. These aren't sensible changes. These are angry changes. Shaw goes in. Harris goes in for Kenisevic. This is what I was thinking about earlier. So Harris goes in for Kenisevic. And I decide to throw my boy, I think Carter, in this time for Tushev because he had the yellow card. And I was like, and it wasn't even Tushev's fault. It was my fault. Right here, we get this really good opportunity. But look, my boy Shaw is tired. He gets away from one defender, but he's so small that he just gets shoved off the ball right here. And right here, we're able to clear the ball again. It's a 90th minute. Shaw's trying to chase it, but it's a 90th minute, boys. He can't get to it. And yes, another draw. And this one was boring because it was 0-0. 0-0. Oh my god. Anyways, boys, disappointing episode for me. I know you guys probably prefer to see me win, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you just draw too much, and that's what we do. But anyways, if you guys did in fact enjoy, even though we drew so much, go ahead and drop a like. You guys have an awesome day. Peace.